Good day. In this video, we're going to look at quadratic inequalities. It's part of grade 11. There are three ways to work out this problem. But I'm going to stick to this one way in all my videos because I can pull this information over onto graphs later. Now just quickly some pre-knowledge. When you were in grade 10, they taught you that this is the equation of a parabola. We told you that because there is a plus in front of the x squared, it'll be a happy parabola. Remember the little happy face. If there's a negative in front of the x squared, it'll be an unhappy face. I will never use this in inequalities, although you may. The next thing that you know is if you want to work out the x-intercept of a parabola, you'll make y equal to 0. You put 0 equal, you'll factorize, and then you'll get your two x-intercepts, x equals to -2 or x equals to 2. Then you'll draw your parabola. Using the two pieces of information, you know it is a happy parabola, so it'll be going like this. And you know that the two x-intercepts will be -2 and 2, and there you have your parabola. Just a basic thing. If you don't understand what I did up until here, please don't look at the rest of the video. To keep the videos short, I will make this video, the basic one, then I'll make one on special inequalities, and then one on logical inequalities. Before I do three problems with you, please remember, if there's anything in school mathematics that you're not sure about, you can send your problem with a WhatsApp photo to this number. Then we'll try and solve the problem and send back an answer to you as soon as possible for free. This is an example of a quadratic inequality. Because there is no restriction written at the back here, we assume it's real numbers. Forget about that. For this technique, you have to remember, we always take in a quadratic equation everything to one side, and we take it to the side where the x squared is positive. Then you factorize this and work out the two x values. That means this x will be equal to +4 and that x will be equal to -4. We call that the critical values. Don't worry too much about that. But it is actually the x-intercepts of this parabola over here. Then we draw a happy parabola going through the x-axis. Then you fill in the two values on this x-line, the smallest one on this side, the biggest one on that side. Now this part I need you to understand. The naught that we see over there is that line over there. It's where y is equal to 0. You don't understand that? You just trust me. That is where the naught is. And that parabola over there is that parabola over there. So we have it here. The parabola is smaller and equal to 0. So again, the parabola is smaller and equal to 0. The parabola is, and there's the 0. So the parabola is smaller than 0 over here. The parabola is smaller than the 0 over here. When I see an equal sign over here, I put a black dot here at the 4 and the -4, the -4 and the 4, because it means we include those two numbers. So the answer of our question will lie between -4 and 4, because that is where this parabola is smaller than 0. Again, our answer will lie between 4 and -4, including those two numbers. Because the x values I want lies between -4 and 4, I write the x between them. Then I write x must be bigger than that number, it's on this side of him, or x is smaller than 4. That means this is the answer to our question, and if we use this way of writing, it's good to write x as element of R. You can also put it in interval notation and just write x is an element of including -4 up to 4 including 4. Don't use both, use the one you like. Here is my second problem. I've got an inequality and I can see there's a x squared in it. I take everything to one side where the x squared is positive and keep a 0 here. Then I factorize it. Then I work out my two x values. The one will be -3 over 2, the other one will be +3 over 2. I call it my critical values. I draw a line with my happy parabola, fill in my two critical values, actually my x-intercepts, smallest one on this side, biggest one on that side. This ugly front part falls away and I read my question here. It says the parabola is bigger than 0. So my parabola over here is bigger than 0. So they are asking, where is the parabola bigger than 0? Where is the parabola bigger than 0? So it's that part over there and over there. So they are talking about this part and this part of the parabola. Because there is no equal over here, I put in a circle over here, not a black dot, and a circle over here. That means excluding those two numbers. So we are looking for the x values on this side of this value, and we're also looking for the x values on this side of this value. Our answer then is the x values bigger than this number, and the x values smaller than this number. Now I write my answer. Because the x values are on this side of the number, I write it on this side of the number. And because these x's I want is on this side of this number, I write it on this side. Then I just fill in the inequalities. So x must be smaller than this number, or x is bigger than this number. So the final answer is x is smaller than this number, or x is bigger than this number. X element of real numbers. You can also write it this way if you like to. You can say x is element of from negative infinity on this side up to minus 3 over 2, or x is from 3 over 2 to infinity on this side all the way there. Choose either this or that way of answering. On the third and last one, I just want to show you a technical move you may use. First, you take everything to the one side where the x squared is positive. Then, if you're not good with your factorizing, you can use the quadratic formula. Plug this into your calculator and write down your two critical values. Then you draw your happy parabola with your north line, and you put in the two numbers, small one this side, big one that side. This part falls away, and we read it over here. It says, where is the parabola smaller than 0? Here is the parabola, there is the 0. Here is the parabola, here is the 0. It is this part where it is smaller than 0. I always make this part darker. Some people color in this part, and I put my circles here because there is no equal over here. So we are looking for the values between this number and this number. That's why it's darker. So we look for the numbers between minus 1 and 6 is the answer to the question. And you can write the answer this way. X lies between minus 1 and 6. X is bigger than minus 1 and smaller than 6. X is an element of real numbers. You can also write it this way. X is an element of from minus 1 up until 6, excluding minus 1, excluding 6. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked the video, and you may subscribe to the channel.